So allowing yourself to sit tall, relax your shoulders down the back, feel the crown of the head lift toward the ceiling. And bring your awareness to the breath moving through your nasal passages. Aware of the breath moving through the nasal passages and notice sensation there. Often the sensation on inhale is cooler and drier, while the sensation on exhale is warmer and more humid. And just notice that. As you're aware of the airflow in the nostrils, you may also notice that one nostril is more open than the other, and allow yourself to be okay with that. That cooler air as you inhale, the warmer air as you exhale. Now, if you have been feeling warmer, much of the Bay Area is in a heat wave. So if you've been feeling warmer, allow yourself to focus on the sensation of the inhale more so than the sensation of your exhale. So what you could do is you could actually slow down the intake of breath on inhale, feeling that cooling sensation in the nostrils and down the throat. And then your exhale would just be shorter. Aware of the cool air in the nostrils as you inhale, maybe drawing out that process. And being less aware of the warm air exiting through the nostrils on exhale. And again, you might feel that cool air, of course, in the nostrils, but it also might touch the back of the throat. You might even feel it go down into the air sacs of your lungs. We'll just continue for a few more rounds. Breathing naturally, but just aware of that cooler inhalation. Good. Then taking a deeper, fuller breath. Bring your palms to your heart and lower the chin. Honor yourself as you are in this moment, this body, this breath, this energy and mind. And it's from this place within you that we'll practice tonight. So go ahead and rub the palms together, creating heat. Shouldn't take long. And take the heated palms over your eyes. And then brushing back over the top of your head, down your neck, bringing yourself back to your space. All right, so let's begin our practice tonight on our backs. So go ahead and set any props you have off to the side, and we'll come to lay down. Good, take your time getting there if you're still moving. But once you're there, bring the feet flat to the floor, heels underneath your knees about hip distance apart. Have your arms relaxing down by your side. Connecting to your breath, with your next inhalation, go ahead and scoop the pelvis upward, lifting into bridge pose. And as you exhale, release the hips on down. Good, let's do that some more. Inhale, lift the hips into the air, pressing the pelvis toward the ceiling, and then exhale, releasing the hips back down. We're going to do this a few more times, beginning to warm up the spine, the front of the hips, creating space in the front of your body, and also toning and strengthening your lower back. Now to make this movement just a little bit more integrated, a little bit more specialized, I guess is a way to put it. You'll inhale up into bridge this next time, and then exhale, roll down a single vertebrae at a time, articulating through the spine, allowing the hips to be the last thing to touch the floor. And then with your inhale, you'll reverse that movement, tucking the tail under, rolling up a single vertebrae at a time until you lift into the pose. And we'll just continue that movement. Exhale, dynamically rolling down the spine. Inhale, dynamically lifting, rolling up the spine. And of course, I'm asking you to breathe in a certain way with this. Inhale, lifting, exhale, lowering. But if it takes you more than one breath to do that, that's fine. Maybe it takes 2 breaths to inhale or to come up to bridge pose, and maybe it takes 2 breaths to come down. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, rolling up a single vertebrae at a time, and exhale, rolling down a single vertebrae at a time. Good. Now, as you come into the pose this next time, lifting the hips into the air, go ahead and stay, pressing your pelvis toward the ceiling, and there's a little bit of a back bend happening in your upper back as your heart bows toward your chin. Soften your throat, jaw, soften your eyes, forehead. Feet are flat on the floor. Deep breath in, and then roll down, exhale. Good. So extending your left leg down to the floor, go ahead and bring your right knee into your chest and hold on to the shin or the knee. Pull the toes back on both feet, so you're activating both legs here, and just feel this gentle stretch in your hip. All right, and then go ahead and hold behind the right knee with both hands. And with your inhale, extend the right heel toward the ceiling, reaching through the heel. Exhale, go ahead and bring the knee back into your chest. Inhale, extend the leg toward the ceiling again, pulling the toes back. And exhale, knee to chest. Let's do a few more of these, creating length in the back of your right leg. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Good. A couple more times. Reach through the heel. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, reach. And then go ahead and bring the right knee back into your chest. Keep it drawn inward as you take your arms out to the side, making a T shape with the body. Now, if you're close to furniture or something, go ahead and do goalpost arms or cactus arms. Take a deep breath in here. With your exhale, take your right knee across the body toward the floor on your left side, twisting. And then inhale, come out of the pose. Come back to the starting position. Good. Exhale, go ahead and take the right knee across. Then inhale back to center. Let's do a few more of those. Exhale, take the right knee across toward the floor on the left side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Good. We're going to hold the pose this time. So go ahead and take the knee across and stay. Feel your right shoulder anchor back behind you. And if it's comfortable in your neck, your chin can turn to the right. If it's not comfortable, that's okay too. You can just look straight up if you'd like to. Good. One more breath here. And with your next inhalation, go ahead and unwind back to center and extend your right leg down to the floor. Now, we did 2 exercises on that one leg, so go just feel the difference between the 2 sides of your body. Of course, the leg itself, maybe up into the core. And then we'll work to balance out that sensation. So go ahead and bring your left knee into your chest this time. Pull the toes back on both feet, activating both legs, and just feel the gentle stretch in your hip here. Good, and then we'll do that work with the hamstring. So go ahead and hold behind the knee or thigh with both hands. With your inhale, extend the left leg toward the ceiling, pulling the toes back. And exhale, bring the left knee back into your chest. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bend. Please continue on your own breath. And as we do this second side, you might notice a difference in access to this leg than the first leg. Maybe this side is more open. Maybe this hamstring's a little bit longer right now. And then, of course, maybe it's shorter. Our bodies are full of asymmetries. We don't have to call one good or bad or anything, but just notice if there is a difference without having to know why. Good. Let's do one more. Inhale, extend the leg. And exhale, bend your left knee in. Good. Now keep the knee drawn in again. Take the arms out to the side or goalpost arms. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, take the left knee across the body toward the floor on your right. And then inhale to unwind. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. We'll do about 3 more. Good. Now take your time getting there, but as you take the left knee across this time, go ahead and stay. Feel your left shoulder anchor back behind you. And if it's comfortable on your neck, you can turn your chin to the left. Let's breathe. All right. Take your time, but with your next inhalation, go ahead and come back to center. Extend both legs forward for a moment, and again, just feel sensation. Good. Please hug both knees in now. We're gonna do a couple more exercises here on our backs. So with the knees pulled inward, go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together in butterfly. And you can hold on to the shins or ankles. Some of you may have the access to hold on to the pinky edge of the feet. Just have a connection there. Knees are going wide of the arms, and the feet are drawing in toward your pelvis. Now, sometimes when you pull the feet in toward the belly or the pelvis, your lower back or the tailbone wants to curl up off the floor. So think about curling the tailbone back down as you draw the feet in and feel that stretch in your hips. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Aware of the inhale, aware of the exhale here. We'll stay for just a few more breaths because the hips don't like to be rushed. Good. Now from here, we're going to transition to happy baby pose if you know it. So take your right foot into your right hand, your left foot into your left hand, and then take the soles of the feet to point toward the ceiling. Your knees are wide of your armpits, and you're drawing the knees with the arms, you're drawing the knees downward toward your armpits. Different kind of stretch in the hip here. Now, especially with this one, your tailbone wants to curl up off the floor. Take a deep exhale and curl the tailbone back down, creating some resistance here and some relief, hopefully, for your lower back, as well as a stretch in your hips. Just another breath or two here. Good. So bring the soles of the feet together again, and then release the pinky edge of the feet to the floor. So the soles of the feet are still together, the knees are wide, and have your heels as close to your groin as you can. So have them as close to the body as possible. Your arms can just relax out to the side here, and we'll do some butterfly bridges. So pinky edge of the feet resting on the floor. Inhale, lift the hips into the air, press the pelvis towards ceiling. And then exhale, release the hips back down with control. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift the hips up, keeping the knees wide, feet together. Exhale, release down. Let's do a few more on your breath. And it's okay if this is not your highest bridge pose. Just come up as high as you can comfortably and releasing down with control. We'll do 2 more rounds. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, release the hips. Inhale, coming up. And as you come up this time, go ahead and stay. Pelvis lifting, soles of the feet together. And for this next exercise, we're going to keep the hips raised as much as possible. So take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, squeeze your knees toward one another. The feet might fall apart. That's fine. Keep the hips raised. Take the knees wide. Exhale, squeeze the knees together. Inhale, take the knees wide. Exhale, squeeze the knees together again. Inhale, take the knees wide. 2 more. Exhale, squeeze them together. Inhale, take them apart. Last one. Exhale, squeeze the knees together. Press the hips up. Keep squeezing. Keep lifting the hips. Breathe. Stay for 3, 2. Press up a little higher. And 1. Take the knees wide. Exhale, release the hips down. Good. And extend your legs to the floor. Feel sensation. Your lower back loved that. The lifting of the hips and squeezing the knees together, really helping to create circulation around your pelvis and your lower back. Moving out tension, bringing in relief. All good stuff. All right, so from here, go ahead and take your right arm overhead and roll to your right side. And let's come on up for hands and knees, table pose. And feel free to hydrate if you want to. All right, so bring your hands under your shoulders, knees beneath the hips or slightly further back. Inhale, look forward with the heart, tailbone lifts. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come back up to hands and knees, curl the toes under. Go ahead and lift into downward facing dog. Now it's the first down dog of the evening, so go ahead and walk it out a bit, pressing a heel to the floor as you bend the opposite knee. Breathing length, of course, into your legs, but also allowing your hip bones to shoot toward the ceiling behind you to feel length in your spine. Good. 1 more breath here. And then inhale into plank pose, straight line push-up position. Then take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, either plank yourself all the way to the floor or do knees down, chest down. But do come down to your belly. Release the feet. Pelvis grounding. Go ahead and lift the head, chest, and the legs. Inhale. Exhale, release down. Again, inhale, coming into locust pose, head, chest, and legs lift. Exhale, release down. Let's do a few more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, come up. Locust pose, head, chest, and legs lifting. Then exhale, release on down. Take a breath. And then from here, go ahead and come up onto your elbows. We'll do a quick Sphinx pose. So your elbows are just an inch or 2 forward of your shoulders here, okay? Press the forearms and the hands into the floor. Feel your heart pull away from the floor, and it's almost like your navel is pulling into your body and forward. For some of you, that actually might happen. Good, take the shoulders down the back. And breathe. Just like the Great Sphinx. Good, so feeling the space in the front of the body, go ahead and cross your right arm in front of you. And then bend your left knee behind you, bringing the heel in toward your seat. Now, your right arm is keeping you braced so that your chest can stay lifted, which frees up your left hand to reach back behind you and grab the base of your toes. Okay, so go ahead and try to make that connection here. If the foot is feeling far away, you can use a yoga strap or even a regular belt and make a connection around the foot. So you can do that if you need to. Now, once you make that connection, whether you're holding onto the foot or you have a prop, this left hip bone is going to want to come up off the floor. So take a deep breath in, and with your exhale, roll that left hip bone back down, and then draw the heel in toward your seat. Good. Breathe here. And do try to keep the heart lifting, the head looking forward. This is helping to create some space in the top of the left thigh or quadricep. Keep grounding that left hip bone down. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Now, without slingshotting it, carefully release that left foot and bring your left arm forward. Take a moment to feel what's happening in that leg, that thigh, other regions of your body, maybe the shoulder. And then we'll do the other side. Allow the left arm to cross in front of you. Bend your right knee. And then reach back and grab the base of the toes as best you can. Again, you could wrap a strap around your foot as well, or a belt to make that connection. Now, once you have the connection, your right hip is going to pop up off the floor. So with a deep exhale, root the right hip down, and then begin to guide your right heel in toward your right seat. Let's breathe. Now, just like when we were doing hamstrings earlier on the floor, you might notice a difference in access to one leg versus the other. For example, this thigh for me is a lot tighter than the first side. And so I'm just breathing with that as best I can. Keep the heart lifting, head looking forward. Keep breathing. Good. Now again, without slingshotting it, carefully release that right foot all the way down. You can cross both arms in front of you right now and just, again, feel sensation. It's happening in the top of the right thigh, maybe that right hip. Maybe you felt something in the shoulder. Maybe none of that, maybe all of it, maybe something else. Good, and then go ahead and bring your hands under your shoulders. Curl the toes under. Go ahead and push up to hands and knees. And let's come into downward facing dog. So once you're in down dog, bend your knees a little bit more than you usually do. And then lift the hips as you lengthen the spine, hips going toward the ceiling behind you. Good. One more breath. Then inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Release the feet. Exhale, child's pose. Seat to the heels, forehead toward the floor. Good. So from here, we're going to work with hero's pose a little bit. So go ahead and take your arms down by your side, palms face up. And with your next inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, lift up onto your knees, reaching your arms overhead and opening the heart. You can look at me if you're not sure what that means. So that's your inhale. With your exhale, you're going to sweep the arms down, hinge at the hips, and fold back into this folding child's pose. Then inhale again, sweep the arms out to the side, lift up onto the knees, reach the arms up, and exhale with control from your center, releasing back down. We're going to do a few more. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, come on down. Moving with your breath, The inhale filling the lungs like a balloon, lifting you into the posture. And the exhale, you're slowly settling yourself back down into child's. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Come on up. And exhale, release on down. Take a breath. And then taking the hands forward onto the floor. Inhale, come up to hands and knees, table pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then from downward dog, walk your hands back to meet your feet, coming into the standing forward fold. Relax your shoulders, your head, your neck. Soften the knees. Allow the body to fold forward. Relax your jaw, your eyes. It's as if all the tension in your upper body, at least, is just melting off the back, off the neck, off the head, and just falling onto the floor in front of you. Good. With your next inhalation, press palms to shins. Bring the heart parallel to the floor. Come halfway up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. One more time, halfway inhale. Exhale, release. Sweep the arms out to the side. Inhale, come all the way up to standing or reaching the arms up. And exhale, bring your palms to your heart. Feel sensation. All right, made it to standing. Good job. If you need a drink of water, please take some now. I know it's hot out there. All right. So because it is warm out, at least at the time of this recording or time of this class, I don't want to spend a lot of time doing a bunch of flows because that just continues to build heat in the body. Instead, we can use our need for stability, our need for structure to work on balancing postures. So go ahead and bring the feet about hip distance apart so that the feet are stacking underneath the hips. We'll take a moment to really ground into this idea of standing on both feet before we try to stand on one. So feeling the connection your feet make to the floor. It's almost as if there are roots coming out of your feet and like grounding into the earth beneath you. That the support you have isn't just your feet standing on the floor or your mat, but that there's this force beneath you that's also keeping you quite steady, quite grounded. And if imagery isn't your thing, literally gravity is keeping you grounded. So that there is this force that's pulling you toward the earth. Good. Now allow your eyes to be open if they were closed. Your arms can relax by your side, or you can do palms to heart for this one. Just make sure that hands or arms are symmetrical. And then shift the weight of your body down into your left leg and get light on the right foot, and maybe pull the knee up toward your chest or as high off the ground as you can. Again, focus your eyes. When the eyes are focused, the mind is focused. And let's breathe here. Good. Then exhale, place the right foot down, come back to that steady center, and then go ahead and shift into your right leg. Good. Getting light on the left foot. Go ahead and lift it up, the knee up, and breathe. Again, we've worked with some asymmetries in the body tonight. There might be another one here as you balance. One side might be easier than the other. Just notice that. Good. Then go ahead and place the foot back down. Come back to center. All right, we're going to go back to the first side. So go ahead and shift into your left foot. Bring your palms to heart this time, everyone. And then bring your right knee up as best you can. And then you're going to take the right knee out to the right and place the foot either above or below the knee. Toe tips can even be on the floor here if you need to. You just don't want the foot to be on the knee joint itself. That can be quite destabilizing. Good. Tree pose. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. And then carefully place the right foot back down and come back to center. All right, let's try tree pose on the other side. And we're going to work through it systematically, so don't just come straight into it. We want to make sure that we're stable at each point along the way. So shifting into your right foot, palms to heart, pick up the left knee. Once you feel stable here with the eyes focused, take the left leg out to the left. And again, place the foot above or below, or even toe tips on the ground, but not on the knee joint itself. You just want it to be around it, but not on it. And breathing here. Nice, fun balancing posture. It could be fun. You might be enjoying it. I don't know. If you fall out of the posture, take your time coming back in. And if you hear any critical voices in your mind saying that you can't do this or you're a bad yogi or something, just ask those voices to please relax. We're just experimenting here. Nothing serious. All right, bringing the left foot down, come back to center. Sometimes you need to shake off the standing foot because it gets, at least on my body, it gets kind of crampy sometimes. All right, we're going to practice tree pose one more time on each side, and I'll give you a couple more variations while we're there if you want to. It's okay to stay where we were at the first round. So go ahead and shift back into your left leg, picking up the right knee out to the side, again, foot above or below the knee joint, but not on it. I'm going to keep teaching, but stay at whatever phase feels right for you. Some of you, if you have the stability, you might be able to extend your arms overhead, palms together. Nice tall tree, lifting the heart. And some of you might bring the arms out to the side, some big branches. Breathe. Again, if you fall out of the pose, it's okay. Just take your time coming back in. Good, and then carefully release out of the posture. Again, you can shake off that standing leg if you need to. All right, one more side. Go ahead and shift into your right leg. Palms to heart, lifting the left knee. You can take the leg out to the side, foot above or below the knee. Get nice and stable here. And again, you can stay right here and hang out. You don't have to go any further. If you'd like to, maybe the arms lift overhead, heart lifting. We're breathing here. Maybe the arms come out to the side. Whichever expression of the posture feels right for you tonight. All right, and while you've had enough of this side, go ahead and bring the leg back down. Shake it off for a moment. And then for a nice symmetrical stretch to help create balance after that balancing, just go ahead and fold forward, standing forward fold. And feel that symmetrical stretch in the legs, the glutes, the lower back, the shoulders, the arms, the neck. Good, and then go ahead and sweep the arms out to the side with the flat back coming all the way back up. Reaching the arms overhead to bring your palms to your heart. Good job. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? At least not for me. So go ahead and take your feet wide now. We're going to take a wide stance. So you want to turn on your mat. You do want to make sure both feet are on your mat for this one, just for stability purposes. And you're going to have the feet pointing directly forward, toes pointing forward, not out to the side. If anything, the toes are pigeon-toeing slightly. This gives you more access to your hamstrings and even your lower back. Okay. So sweeping the arms overhead, inhale, reach up. With your exhale, hinge at your hips, sweep down, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side with the flat back, come all the way back up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale all the way up. Really feeling length in the spine here. And exhale, folding all the way down. Good. Inhale, coming all the way up. Stay up this time. Interlace the fingers and press the palms away from you, reaching through the wrists. Now, as you reach through the wrists, two things. Feel the navel pull back toward your spine, and then feel your tailbone tuck under slightly. Good. Now keep that length as you tilt to your right. You're not collapsing into your right hip here. You're just creating a straight line as best you can from the left heel all the way up through the left wrist. Good. Then inhale, come up. Exhale here. And then inhale, go ahead and tilt to the left, reaching through that right wrist. Breathe. Good. Then inhale, come up. And then exhale, fold forward and down. Good. Take an adjusting breath in this forward fold. And then we'll work with a twist next. So go ahead and bring your hands to the floor, fingertips to the floor, and bring yourself halfway up. Good. So if you do have a prop, you could use a block, place it underneath your chin, hand on the block. If you don't have a block, that's fine. You could use a book. I've used my water bottle before. Just something that you can put your hand on to create a little bit of lift here, okay? So I have a block, so I'm going to use a block. It comes right underneath your chin, and your right hand is going to come onto the block. Your left arm will extend out to the side, palm facing the ground. Take an inhale here. And with your exhale, sweep the left arm into the air, twist, looking up if you can. Inhale, come out of the pose. And exhale, twist. Inhale, come out of the pose. Let's do 3 more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. And we're going to hold the pose this time. So go ahead and roll that left shoulder back. Looking up if you can. If it's too much on the neck to look at the hand in the air, you can look forward or even down. Good. And then go ahead and inhale, unwind, folding forward. Nice symmetrical stretch in the body. And let's try the other side. Coming halfway up. Bring your left hand underneath the chin. It can be on the floor, it can be on a block, or any other makeshift prop you might have. And then take the right arm out to the side. Stay here for the inhale. And exhale, twist, taking the right arm into the air. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, sweep that arm up and back. Inhale, unwind. We'll do 3 more. Twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This next one will hold. Go ahead and twist. Again, looking at the palm in the air if you can. If not, looking forward or even straight down is completely fine. There's no need to strain the neck here. Breathe. Good. And then inhale, unwind, folding forward. Release forward. All right. Coming halfway up, go ahead and turn your body toward the front of your mat, whichever direction that might be, so that you can step back to downward facing dog. Then inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Release the feet. Exhale, child's pose. All right. Please bring yourself up to hands and knees and look forward for just a moment. I'll demonstrate this next exercise. So essentially, we're going to come back to this kneeling position where we're sitting or we're standing on our knees. Now, I understand that might not be the most comfortable position. So an option is to bring a folded blanket, any old blanket will do, underneath your knees. Just create some cushion here. No need to hurt ourselves. I'm going to turn side face for you. There. Good. So the knees are stacking underneath your hips here. And we're going to come in back into this hero's pose position that we've been in before, creating length in the spine. And then from here, we're going to take the arms down and hands on the backs of your thighs. What this will allow you to do is to lift the heart a little bit more, drop the shoulders back, and open the heart, coming into an early stage of camel pose. So if you're not here yet, go ahead and join me in this kneeling position, knees underneath your hips. And we'll all move into it together. So lifting your arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, sweep your arms behind you. Go ahead and grab hold of the backs of your thighs or hips. Roll the shoulders back. Open the heart toward the ceiling. Now, it's going to sound a little hard here, but pull the navel toward your spine and tuck the tail under just slightly so that you're not taking this entire back bend into your lower back. Just the heart lifting toward the ceiling. Staying patient in the breath or two. Good. Now to come up, go ahead and shrug your shoulders towards your ears to help your head come back through center. Good. And then carefully bring the hands down to the floor and exhale, child's pose. Good. Now from here, we'll come into active child. So with your fingertips still on the floor, lift your palms. It's like you're clawing the floor. Walk your fingertips forward about an inch, and then sink your hips powerfully toward your heels, feeling length in your lower back, your shoulders, your arms. And take deep breaths, especially if you're feeling any tension in the back body. Good. Release the palms. Then inhale, come back up to hands and knees. And so we just have a few more postures to do before we come to rest, and we'll do them on our backs again. So go ahead and set any props you have off to the side and come back to that lying position. And if you need water, take a break. All right, so once you're on your back, feet flat on the floor, heels underneath your knees, we're going to come back into bridge pose. And we're going to hold it for a little while, just for maybe 5 or 6 breaths. So with your next inhale, go ahead and scoop the pelvis upward, lifting the hips. As we hold this pose stationary, feet are flat on the floor, pelvis is lifting, and you want to feel that deepening of the back bend in your upper back. So the chin, or the sternum, your breastbone, bows toward your chin. Relax your throat. Deep breath in, and then carefully exhale, release the hips back on down. And bring both knees into your chest, please. All right, just a little bit of twisting here. Take the arms out to the side, either straight out or goalpost arms. Lock the knees together, lock the ankles together, and just try to keep them together as much as possible through this next exercise. It's okay if they slide apart a little bit, but the general idea is to keep them connected. Taking a deep breath in. With your exhale, allow your knees to fall towards your right side. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, take the knees toward your left side. Inhale back to center. Exhale back to the right. Inhale center. And exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Keep going. And if you'd like to, you can turn the chin away from the knees. So the knees go to the left, the chin goes to the right. And try to keep both shoulders grounded the entire time. Just a couple more times. Good. Take your time getting there. But as your knees go to the right this time, relax them down. It's okay if the knees and ankles slide apart now. Your chin can turn to the left if you'd like. And the right hand can rest gently on top of your left thigh or knee, not forcing the twist, but just encouraging it. Your left shoulder anchoring behind you. And find your breath here. One more breath in this twist. And then carefully with an inhalation, come back to center. All right, so let's do the other side. With your next exhale, take the knees to the left. Feel your right shoulder ground, your chin turning to the right if that's comfortable. And your left hand might rest gently on top of your right thigh or knee. Settling in. One more breath here. And carefully with an inhalation, come back to center. Hug the knees in. Bring the soles of the feet together in butterfly. Again, holding onto the shins, ankles, or pinky edge of your feet. Draw the feet in towards your abdomen or groin. Now you can stay here if you like this pose. If you'd like to happy baby pose, which we did earlier, you can do that, where you take the right foot into the right hand, left foot into the left hand, and just draw the knees down towards your armpits as you curl the tailbone back down. So you can do this one, or you can just keep the feet together. Pick your practice. Good. One more breath. All right. So for our rest tonight, I'm going to give you actually two options. I usually only just have you extend the legs down to the floor. And you can do this exercise if you want to. You can just lay here, toes falling away from each other, and just be here. If you'd like to, you can come into reclined butterfly, where you bring the soles of the feet together and take the knees wide. Okay, so either one. The reason why you might want to do butterfly tonight, aside from opening the hips, is that this posture allows the pelvis and the abdomen to be open, and we store a lot of heat there. So if you're feeling overheated, this is a great way to invite those regions of the body to cool down. Okay? But if this is uncomfortable, just come into regular old corpse pose or shavasana. So take your time getting there, coming to rest. And as you get onto your back, as you come into your resting posture, whichever variation you've chosen, take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale audibly out of your mouth. It's like your whole body is relaxing, like a fist unclenching. And as you relax, bring your awareness back to the sensation of your breath in the nasal passages. The sensation on inhale being cooler, and the sensation on exhale being warmer. Focus on that cooler breath, feeling that cooler air move through the nasal passages, past the throat, into the lungs. And you can even think of that warmer exhale as heat leaving the body. The inhale cooling off whatever needs to be cooled off. And the exhale is the expulsion of that heat. peace, peace, peace. Please begin to take a deeper, fuller breath. And make some gentle movements in your hands and feet, your arms and legs. Gently, carefully, softly bringing your body and your awareness back to your space. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll to your right side. And transitioning up to a seat from here. Now, if you're still making your way to a seat, continue to take your time. Once you're there, sit tall, shoulders relaxed. Go ahead and bring your palms to your heart and bow your chin. And just thank yourself for all of the work you've done here tonight. During this class, all the effort that you put forth. So much gratitude for that. And may all of that effort and this practice continue to serve you. So until we meet again, namaste. Thank you so much for sharing in this practice. I hope it serves you well. Until next time, take care.